He is the war god known as Chi-Yu in ancient mythology. Anyone who wishes to become king must first obtain his approval. But according to the records, Chi-Yu fed on humans, so the lords could only offer living humans as sacrifices to him. Only then could they be granted kingship. However, when it was Ing Zhang's turn, he came alone, bringing only 6 or 7 coffins. Chi-Yu admired Ing Zhang's courage, because every other ruler who saw him trembled in fear without exception. Only Ing Zhang remained completely calm. Then Chi-Yu stated his conditions.
として民を1万人捧げ、わしにひざまず、さすれば中華の皇帝。
Ing Zhang said he was already prepared. Then he threw the coffin beside him toward Chi-Yu, but inside was only a clay doll. After Chi-Yu bit into it, he spat the mouthful of mud at Ing Zhang. He realized he had been tricked, so he threatened that without obeying, Ing Zhang could never become emperor. But Chi-Yu received only 2 words in response. In Ing Zhang's view, a throne gained by bowing to such a monster was not the throne of a true king. Being granted kingship by a man-eating false god meant that previous kings were not kings at all. Ing Zhang wanted to defeat Chi-Yu and become the first true emperor. No one knows how dangerous that battle truly was. Only that Chi-Yu's defeat was the final outcome. And from that moment on, the history of China was finally governed by humans themselves. And he also mastered a supreme technique. It was an ultimate martial art composed of 5 major systems, and its name was Chi-Yu. Ares, watching from the stands, finally understood why he had been instantly knocked away earlier. Now this same power was being used against Hades. Hades remarked that he resembled his brother Poseidon, but Poseidon had been slain by humans, and today Hades would avenge him. Then the hand Hades placed on the spearhead began to change. As he swung the spear downward, his hand slid continuously. This was the Underworld King's full power strike, the Earth Shatterer. This was the technique that had just neutralized Hades' attack. But just as the first emperor was about to redirect its force, Hades suddenly, while chopping downward, added a backward pulling force. This forcibly interrupted the redirection that was about to occur. In an instant, Ing Zhang was slammed into the dust, and Hades withdrew his spear in midair, then landed gracefully. When the dust finally cleared, Ing Zhang lay motionless on the ground. The referee nearly thought the match had been decided, but the next moment, Ing Zhang stood up again. The damage from that strike had soaked his eye bandage with blood, so Ing Zhang tore off the bandage and continued fighting.
それでこそ王だ